hey, in some people's eyes, you lose value once you're not useful to them anymore. Don't settle for the people that seem so exciting and fun and super attractive. Like, you guys can be a little more picky with how people see life.
Then the relationship turns into a marketplace instead of two souls meeting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Say that for those in the back, exactly. Hey guys, it's Celeste. Welcome back to the channel. So I did tell some of you guys that the next video I was gonna post was gonna be some aesthetic, cool video, but it's gonna be the one after this. In this video, I want to talk about transactional relationships and how a lot of people see things in the sense of transactional, and not just in relationships but friendships, going into situations thinking of how they could benefit rather than what they could bring to other people's lives, and how they could work alongside other people and what they can do for them. A lot of them think in terms of what can be done for them instead of what they can do for others, and we're going to talk about that in this video. So as time goes on, and as society becomes more individual focused and more isolated, I've noticed people talking a lot about how they want to be in situations that require something to be given and something to be received, like transactional, people giving up on love, people giving up on friendships, and just seeing people for what they can provide to you and how they can benefit your life or their life rather than what good they can do. And you guys already know how I feel about that. On one hand, people can do whatever they want in their life, like that's their life, and we're not going to sit here acting like the police or acting like we're above anybody. It's just, and when I say we, I'm saying E, because he's right here and he's going to talk as well. I mean, that's why I opened the channel, because of my viewpoints, right? I don't expect everybody to agree or everybody to like stand by me or whatever. I really don't. In fact, it shocks me how many people seem to somehow understand, but back to what I was saying. I see a lot of this wording and this sort of idea, this narrative of just, I give you something, you give me something, and this is how it's going to run. So I'm seeing a lot of this discourse and this narrative, and I'm sure this happens also in real life. What I've seen of like people giving up so much on other people that now they want to be there to use them, to like gain from them, right? Whether it's money, whether it's intimacy, whether it's, just attention. I mean, look, for as long as time, there were people who paid others just to spend time with them or to be intimate with them. I'll give you my time and my affection and even my body, and you pay me. And the thought of these things always disgusted me. It's always grossed me out, because it goes back to like the commodification of people, the what's a better word I can use, because this word's used a lot. Seeing people as like value, like seeing other people's values of like what they can give to you rather than who they are as people. Sorry guys about the chair, I can't really do much about this right now. Rather than seeing them as a whole human being, as for their soul, for their mind, for their heart, rather than, and for their history, for what they've been through, for what they are as people, right? Their innate value rather than, oh, what they can give me, right? Because hey, in some people's eyes, you lose value once you're not useful to them anymore, once they can't get something from you, once they can't get your time, your money, your attention, your love, your friendship. Done. They don't want anything to do with you, or they see you as less, right? And that's wrong. That's also something I've been afraid of. And when I was younger, I thought like this whole thing of this whole being like a woman in a relationship, it just seemed a little too good to be true. I'll put it this way, like, and I've mentioned this before in videos, right? Like this whole idea of like a stay-at-home wife or whatever, it seemed a little too quote unquote easy or good to be true. And I'm not saying being or taking care of a house or taking care of kids is easy at all, like no, but I thought of it in this way, right? Like if you already have to clean your own house, right? And cook your own food on your own, right? Like, so what's one more person, and you don't even have to worry about like bills? Like I just thought that was a little too good to be true. Like there must be more to this, and you guys can tell me in the comments, like, am I wrong? Am I right? Because I really felt like it was too good to be true. Like now there's a catch to it. Like it can't be that simple. And some people might be like, oh, it's, cooking, it's cleaning, but like I actually enjoy doing that. Like I'm not even lying. Like we've been here together, right? As you guys know, and we spent so much time just like making food, cleaning up, and like we don't hate that, even E, like we don't hate that. So it's probably like more complicated than this, and I'm probably like oversimplifying it, but that was just my thought, right? And to some people that's like could be considered transactional somehow, because hey, you cook, clean, take care of everything, and I'll care for, or I'll give you money directly, but I'll take care of your finances and make sure like you don't have to go homeless and you have a roof over your head and you can buy, you know, extra things for yourself. And I always just looked at that with like a side eye, like, are you sure? And stuff like that. So I don't know if that says something about me or like what I've seen, of what I've seen in life, but that's one thing, right? But in general, just viewing friendships or relationships as something to like use, or seeing people as something to use and to something that you can gain from, is just really sick. It says a lot about your morals. It says a lot about what you value in life. It says a lot about how you view other human beings, and it's not good. That's just what I want to say for that. So, yeah, you can go.
I think transactional relationships often begin when people see each other as means rather than ends. So it means like people come in with the mindset of what you can give me.
Yeah.
Instead of, you know, coming in with, hey, I appreciate you and who you are. Right? I think a lot of this has a lot to do with like self-interest. Not all the time, right? It's not selfishness, but also insecurity, fears. You know, it's much deeper, right? Because now that we're kind of strained away from it being a bond and more of an investment. As you can see now, right, nowadays people are kind of afraid to be alone, but at the same time they are alone. So it just all comes down to people wanting someone, no matter if they're completely different. So it can translate to, hey, I feel insecure, so I need someone there to validate me. So I don't see myself as, I'll give an example, ugly, not smart,
Yeah.
right? Or it can be that, hey, they're here paying for my food, and you know.
I don't get that one, honestly.
Yeah, and whatever rent, and that's why I need them. So it's more about people viewing relationships as an investment rather than, hey, I'm sharing a life with this person.
If I may add, I'd be so uncomfortable just being with someone just because I get free food. I'd be so uncomfortable with that. Like, I already feel weird getting gifts, and imagine just being with someone solely due to the fact that you get free meals. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, for example, in relationships, I was never a person to like see someone and be like, oh, they can give me money and they can give me this and give me that. No. I saw them for, hey, there's somebody I can share a life with, share memories, share values. Because especially, I'm gonna put a strong emphasis on values and morals and beliefs, because I really felt like though my way of thinking wasn't like the most common or the most mainstream. So I thought like, oh, I was gonna have trouble finding somebody, especially with the way people are nowadays, that they jump from person to person and they see people in what they can gain, or like they go for them because of aesthetic reasons, like how they look, and maybe they'll replace you as fast because of looks. Like, that's the thing. There's a lot I can say in this, but yeah, transactional relationships are just.
It's okay to have needs. Humans naturally have needs, right? We need love, a sense of belonging, safety, and being recognized, right?
Yeah, of course. Like, there's nothing wrong with like really like wanting validation from fellow humans, like meaning wanting their input, wanting their support, right? But it gets to a point where if you're just with someone because of that, because they compliment you or they give you attention, which I know that happens when people might be like lonely for a while, and it gets to like desperation points, and it is sad to see. And I know this might be kind of like personal, like maybe I should not share this, but I remember when I was younger, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So I was young, like really young, and I remember there was these guys who tried to reach out to me for me to degrade them and for money, and just some people put themselves in these positions to be, or made fun of as well, for money, and I know it's like something wrong, or it's just something up here, right? But even seeing that, I feel like that's how a lot of it started, with me seeing like a really dark side of like transactional things, of people wanting And I obviously couldn't bring myself to do it. Doesn't matter what money they offered, plus again my age, right? But even now, I can't do that. That was one thing that was like, these transactional things. I know there's a market for that, but it's just not for me.
What I said earlier about having needs, the problem isn't having needs. The problem is when another person is reduced to a tool for satisfying those needs. Then the relationship turns into a marketplace instead of two souls meeting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Say that for those in the back. Exactly. And I think sometimes desperation could make you see people like this. Like you're so desperate for something and you're not getting it, so you start seeing people like that. I also think certain medias that I don't want to mention fuel this, seeing people as transactional or for what they can give you. And yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, what you said, right? People are becoming more lonely, and it's like a scarcity mindset. I was always like, I don't care about if I don't share the same morals or values with this person, or we're completely different, as long as I'm not alone, right? And
yeah,
I also don't like. This is off topic, but when marriage is seen as a contract, it's the same thing as the transactional relationship, right? Because the relationship is like a contract instead of it being a communion
or a commitment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or like you mean like the gov getting involved?
Yeah, it's called it's called a contract for. Come on.
Or prenups, like like if you oh my gosh, when they make it all about money and things like that too, you know what people are gonna say? Well, you guys don't have to worry about this because you guys care about each other. You guys are not using each other. You guys have morals and values, but that's what I mean. Then find people that are like that too, right? Like you guys have to be careful with who you guys end up. Be with people with good morals and values. And I'm not saying like people do this necessarily to themselves, but there's always this argument of, oh, it's because of the way we think, and that's why we think the way we do because of we have like shared morals and values to not like screw each other over. But then guys, try to find people like that too. Like don't settle for the people that seem so exciting and fun and super attractive. Like go with people that you don't feel like are going to screw you over, let's say with money or with betrayals. And I know some people are caught off guard. I'm not saying everybody who has good morals and values is not going to do anything wrong, but you guys can be a little more picky with how people see life. I was somebody that thought I wasn't going to find anybody with like my shared morals and values, and look, I was proven wrong. I
mean, we're not perfect, right? I mean, we felt like we were going to be alone, but the thing is, you don't fall into pressure and settle. Right?
Yeah,
just
don't,
because
guys.
You're lonely. And, again, think about it this way, right? If the person you're choosing or you're with, they lose their status, money, attractiveness, or influence, whatever, right? Would you still value them?
Exactly. What if something happened, they got into an accident, now they can't walk, or you need to take care of them like almost, you have to, become their full-time caregiver, or you guys are temporarily scrambling for a job and you have to go into your savings, like when, kind of like, what was the song? If I showed you my flaws, if I couldn't be strong, tell me honestly, would you still love me the same? But the song is true though, that's what it's about. But that's what the song is about. But yeah guys, do not settle and just, that's our whole thing. It goes from like all transactional relationships all the way to like a song. This is the chaos of this channel, so. And this damn chair, this sounds like I'm farting. So you guys would like that though, farting. That is all for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And the next video will be that cool aesthetic one that I'm probably overhyping. But hey, I'm just excited to show you guys. And that's all. See you guys next time.
See ya. God bless.
God bless.